So today I'm going to go through an old exam paper of a June exam for grade 10 EGD. Ek gaan hierdie in Afrikaans en Engels sê, so hopelik gaan ek genoeg Afrikaans op praat tussenin, net om alles te verduidelik. So, this one that I'm busy working with is going to be the 2023 paper. It is sent on WhatsApp groups and everything, so you should have it to practice. To practice and you can't print, just grab a clean sheet of paper and then you can start drawing. Alright, freehand might be a bit more difficult. If you have grid paper, then you can get it. Or online, there's also grid paper available that you can print for free. Alright, so make sure that you have grid paper for your freehand. Otherwise, you need to draw grid paper for yourself. Alright, but it's not impossible, so you can still do that. Okay, so goed, ons gaan begin met die examenvraestel. Nou, die ding is, dis lekker om te oefen en goed, maar byvoorbeeld 3 jaar sinne, 2026 sinne, gaan 3 ure lang wees. En hierdie vraestel is net 2 ure lang. Okay, so, jy kan maar net jouself verbeel. Om te dink hoe baie vinnig jy moet werk. So, because, I mean, if this is a 2 hours paper, you can practice this and you need to time yourself and see if you can do this in 2 hours. If you can't, that means you need to learn how to do it faster. I mean, if you don't practice EGD regularly, that means you're not going to be fast enough in the test. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to do the freehand drawing for you. All right. So I'm going to take a pencil that's broken. En ek gaan dit met hom werk. Goed. So. Okay, ek gaan gou met hierdie potlood gaan teken want dit is donkerder en my meganiese potlood, my passer en pyser en goeders is nou 'n bietjie te lig. Okay, goed. So front skets, letterlik front. Jy gebruik nie 'n liniaal nie, jy gebruik nie 'n passer nie, jy gebruik niks nie. Okay. Now, that means you can't use a compass, you can't use a protractor, can't use a ruler, nothing. You can't even just use your compass to say, to draw any kind of, get the measurements or something. You're not allowed to, okay? So be very careful. We can see things like this very easily. Okay, now with the freehand, most important thing is what I usually do, and I recommend you do it as well. You number your sides on your question paper as well as on the paper that you have. So nommer al jou blokkies. Ek gaan nou vir jou wys hoe op die vraagdeel en op die antwoordblok. Okay, I did it quickly. I didn't do the edge on the side because it's going to be the same thing. I just wanted to kind of explain to you what you need to do more or less. Okay, now especially with something that is so complicated with a lot of round edges and things like that, begin in the middle. Okay, begin in die middel want dit is reguit, dit is nie moeilik nie. Nou kyk na jou lyne, nou hierdie is die 5 lyn en dit is 5 lyn. So I look here, 5, 5, meaning this is where my corner should be and I can just carry on drawing like this. Okay, now please be careful. Okay, I'm going to show you the mark allocation now. Please be careful. I drew this in one line, okay? I don't want you to go over it like this or try to do it like this and then it looks like, no, please. And then you erase it and then I can still see it and then you try again. Just do everything lightly if you need to, all right? To start off with. And dan kan jy donker gaan as jy moet, okay? So is that. Okay, good. Now, when you do the curved lines, the easiest way to show your technique is to have the beginning, draw the beginning, middle, and the end of the circular form, okay, the shape. So let's say I'm going to do this angle here. So I start at 6. So I'm going to make a little mark here at 6, how it looks. So it goes just a little bit like that. I'm doing it very dark so you can see, but you should only draw one line, by the way. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all the way to the other 6. Okay, so I'm just going to, it's this one. I'm going to look at there, and then I just start it like that. So now I know I need to connect it. And then I look at the 9 here, the 9 and the 9. There's from one corner to the next. So now I know how to do that. And now all I need to do is connect these lines. That's it. Okay, so that is basically, this should be more round, but anyway, that is basically how it looks. Now let me show you the memo. When you work with the memo, this is how we'll get it. And we'll put your drawing on top of this with a light shining from the back. And that is just easier to see if you are on track and everything like that. Now, if you look at the mark allocation at the bottom, it says correctness, of die correctheid is 7. Okay, so when I count up all these marks and things, I think it's going to be half a mark for each area here. Then it will count up to 7, add up. So if you make one mistake, it's fine, it's half a mark, but 2 mistakes, it's 1 full mark. All right, and everywhere where there's a circle, that's where I look for the mark specifically. All right, so for example, ek kyk na byvoorbeeld hierdie cirkel hier binne. Wat is daar binne? Kom daai lyn hierbo. Kom hy op die regte plek by mekaar uit. Kom hierdie lyn op daai punt uit. Okay? Is die angle reg in hierdie blokkie. En hierso byvoorbeeld is daar 'n lyn hier afgetrek, okay? En kom die twee lyne by mekaar mooi uit, is hy presies op daai kruisie. Jy weet, sulke goeder. So dit is nogal belangrik en dit tel 7 punte. Dan 3 punte vir netheid, okay? Nou die netheid is soos ek gesê het, jy trek 'n reguit lyn soos dit. Jy trek nie so of jy trek so nie. Okay. Dit is maar net om vir jou te kind of 'n konteks te gee. Okay. Nou, die interessante ding is, dit hang nou maar af van elke vraestel en jy moet gaan kyk wat werk die beste of hoe lyk jou vraestel eers. Alright, so in this case, this question paper counts 1, 2, 3 out of 3 marks, well, 3 questions. The first one is 20 marks, it's the freehand. Then the second question is 16 marks, and the third one is 24. Alright, so if you need to allocate your time, try and work with the biggest one takes the most time, and then the smallest one must take the least amount of time. And it is actually about technique, right? So you need to exactly know how to execute something in order to save time and not waffle and make a mistake. So as jy kyk, dis 60 punte vir die vraestel, maar hy is 120 minute, so jy kry 2 minute vir elke punt. Okay. En dan kan jy so dit uitwerk, basically. So, kom ons sê, hierdie ene wat 24 tel, jy gaan dan 48 minute hê om te doen. For this one that's 16, you have 32 minutes to finish it. And then this one is 40 minutes to finish it. Okay, and that's how you kind of calculate, and that's why it's important to kind of keep an eye on the time, and to just quickly work out how you're going to do this. All right, you have time. I mean, when you do the reading and everything, you have time to kind of see, okay, I'm going to take more time with this, or, this is going to be shorter. And also, if you look at the marks, there is an 8 mark difference between these two. Well, yeah, 8 marks. And then there's a bigger jump between these two. So, meaning the drawing here, question 3, should take the most time. But not too much, because the others also deserve at least half an hour. Alright, so, ons gaan na die volgende enetjie toe gaan. Hierdie is die vraag, dit is baie eenvoudig, het vat maar net oefening om hom te doen. We're now going to do the ellipse. Okay, so it shouldn't be taking too long, but first thing that you do, remember, you draw your center lines. I'm just going to do it before I look at anything else, just so I don't forget it. And accuracy is important in this case. Okay, so it says here, the given figure shows an ellipse starting point at S, so there, and I know that's where my drawing starts. Instructions, copy the given ellipse on a scale 1 to 2. So as the skaal 1 tot 2 is, beteken dit alles word gehalveer. So I'm going to divide everything with 2, okay? So before I start with anything, I'm quickly going to adjust my measurements. Don't be lazy, just do it, because otherwise when you're in a test conditions and situation, sometimes you forget to change one of the measurements. And it is wasting time to make a mistake that you could have avoided at the beginning. Okay, I got it now. So let's get going. First things first is I am going to draw the ellipse itself. Okay, it takes the most time, and it's just the easiest thing to do once I have it. Now, because it's 140, that means 70 on each side. So ek deel dit in die helfte, want ek moet letterlik, as die hele ding 140 is, beteken dit elke kant van my halwe kant, of my halwe centerlyn, is 70 mm aan elke kant. So ek gaan gou net lyntjies trek soos dit, dan weet ek moet daar binne in bly. Goed. Nou, hierdie moet julle al eintlik weet, so ek gaan nie te veel tyd daaraan spandeer nie, om my ellipse te teken nie. So, 94 gedeeld deur 2 is 45, 46, 47. 47 gedeeld deur aan een kant en 47 aan die ander kant. Okay, goed, ons gaan gou. Okay. Daar is die boonste deel. En hier is die onderste deel. Okay, goed, nou het ek dit. So ek weet ek moet nou daar binne in werk. Okay, nou gaan ek gou my ellipse teken. Ek gaan 'n bietjie inzoom met jy kan sien. So ek gaan nou nie heeltyd verwys na elke deel in die vraestel nie, so jy moet maar nou net saam met my werk as jy die vraestel by uit. Eerste deel is ek gaan die afmeting van hierdie ene vat. van hier af opvat. Okay, julle ken mos die drill. Die lijntjies na die volgende lijntjie toe vat. Then I'm going to take it from this line to here. Now remember, these circles and all those things, it's really not that necessary. If you can, do it rather in construction lines. Alright, and you raise it afterwards, because I mean there's things that's happening on the inside of this ellipse, and if you have too many things it's going to confuse you. Okay, so I'm going to, once I have my final ellipse, I'm going to draw it in pen, and then I'm going to erase the rest, just for my own peace of mind. Okay, there we go, I'm taking it that far. Compass, pencil, there we go, on this side. Right, compass, there, pencil there, alright, okay. Okay, there's my diamond, sharp point, pencil. See, my measurements are not working out now. It's fine, whatever, it's fine. So ek moet nou dan, okay, goed. Okay, ek gaan gou 'n bietjie die binnelyn uitvee. Net om 'n bietjie sin te maak van wat hier aangaan. Okay. Goed, nou, doen jou nou net netjies as myne, please. Just make yours neat inside than mine. But I did everything dark lines, so that's why. Okay, anyway, there's my ellipse. That's the important thing. Alright, now I'm going to work on the center line. So I'm just going to skip ahead and I'm going to draw my center line so long. Okay, because, I mean, I'm going to use them the whole time. So why not just, you know. Okay. The line from the top. Okay, there we go. There's my center lines. All right, now, remember your center lines in the end as well. Okay, I'm quickly going to draw the two circles, 56 diameter. When it's 56 diameter, it is going to be 25, 26, 28 in radius. Okay, so I'm measuring 28 from the side. I'm cheating a little bit, because they do give you basically the distance between the two circles here, but I know it's going to be overlapping with my ellipse, so I'm just trying to kill time. Alright, and on this side as well. Oopsie, see, that should not be happening right now. There we go. Okay, quickly my center lines, because I'm going to use the same center lines the whole time. Short, long, long. Okay, and short, long, long. Okay, now next step, I'm going to do the hexagon. Okay, so if my side is 20, put your compass on 20, sharp point in the middle on your center line. Okay, and then you are going to draw your hexagon on the inside. It's very ugly, it's not matching up, but it's fine, whatever. I'm doing this for test purposes only. Okay, goed, daar was my 6 hoek. Okay. Volgende stap gaan ek gou die centerline in die ding doen. Sy diameter is 26, so ek gaan hom 13 sit. So, okay, just doing the center line quickly. It should be B-type lines, by the way. Oof. Alright, center line's done. Ooh, that should have been long, short, long, short. You see, that's what happened when I rush. I'm trying to get through this video as fast as possible to not waste too much time teaching. But anyway, okay. That should be long, short, long, short. Okay, center line. Okay, next step. The octagon. Where's my other set square? The set square I'm going to use on the sides of this octagon. Okay, it's 94. Okay, 94 in total, right? No, sorry, it's 26. Okay, so it's 13 on each side. I'm quickly going to draw my square. Okay, it's 13. There's 13. Okay, 26. Right. Okay. Construction lines. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to work inside of this. All right. Oh, let me just do the side as well. Okay, it's also 13 and 26. Okay, here we go. Okay, now the next step is ek gaan 'n sirkel teken net om 'n bietjie te help. Skerp punt in die middel, potlood daarbo en trek die sirkel. Oef, verskriklike lig konstruksielyn asseblief. Very light construction lines. It's not really crucial on all sides, but anyway, okay, now let's use our set square where they touch. That's where you draw your octagon. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think, okay, let's do the center lines, the hidden detail lines. So diameter is 40, so radius is 20. This one is actually hidden lines, so now it's equal. I'm going to mark this as if I was a teacher, with all the mistakes and everything I made and all the, mess and things, just to show you that even if you did the complete drawing, like properly, you can still lose quite a lot of marks. Right, there we go. Okay, anyway, let's act as if this is a completed drawing. I'm going to get my memo quickly, and then once I show you, I want you to see how I would mark it step by step. Okay, that is the question paper, here's the memo, there we go. Okay, so you'll see, it's already on the WhatsApp, so on the WhatsApp that I sent you with the test, but okay, I'm quickly going to go through it. So, these 2's means that's for 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks, 2 marks, 1 mark for the circle, if it's good, and it should, in this memo, it's actually incorrect. This should be center lines, that should be a hidden line. Okay, so, yeah, okay, anyway, let's move on. So, 1 mark for your ellipse if it's right here at the top, 1 mark for here at the bottom. You'll see there is 3SL. 3SL stands for 3 marks for center line. Alright, so if you look at the mark allocation, the center lines is 2. Alright, you get 1 mark for over there. I look at that. I look at the center line that you give here, center line that you give here. Alright, so let's quickly have a look. I'm going to mark it very briefly, just so you can see. Alright, so first things first, neatness, I would not give a good mark because the lines are different here and here. You see how dark and light it is? It is going over the measurement there. There is weird lines that's still remaining there. It's because I erased it. There's weird lines still there. And the thing is, it's a neatness because it's just as dark as my actual drawing. So even though it should have been construction lines. All right. I would look at the lines here that I made. I mean, there's just a lot of nonsense going on. And over there, it's unneat. All right. If I was strict, and I kind of am, I'll give a 1 for neatness. Okay, 1 out of 3. It's not good. Then your center lines. All right, so I'll give marks there, and that counts 2. Okay, for center lines. Then 6 hexagon, sorry, en octagon, 6 hoek en 8 hoek. Ek sou nie eintlik goeie punte gegee het vir hierdie ene nie, want kyk, ek gaan so oor die lyne. Okay, maar die res is nie te sleg nie. En as ek na die memo kyk, dan moet ek 2 punte gee vir elke lyn. So ek sou 1 punt daar gee, 1 punt daar, 1 punt daar, so 1 punt, 1 punt, 1 punt. Okay, maar my lyne lyk nie mooi nie. Okay, en dan met die 8 hoek, selfde 1, 2, 3 maybe. 3 lyne wat nie goed lyk nie, maar dit lyk okay, beter as my 5 hoek. Okay, so ek sou vir hom punte gegee, 2, elkeen 1 daarso, 2, 2, maybe 2. 1, 1, 2, 2, maybe 2. Ek sal 'n bietjie nice hierso. Okay, goed, so daar so is dit. Dan, vir my sirkels sou ek 1 punt gegee het, maar ek meen, dit is nie baie netjies, want kyk, die donker lig. Okay, en selfs met hierdie lyne, hierdie lyne moet B-tipe lyne wees. Dit is te donker en dan ongelyk ensovoorts. Okay, goed, dan dit sou 'n punt uit 7 gewees, by the way. Okay. Dan ellipse en cirkels. Goed. Vir my ellipse sou ek nie regtig goeie punte gegee het nie. Soos ek sê, ek het daaroor gegaan. Hy match nie daar mooi op nie. Hy match ook nie daar mooi op nie. So ek sou vir my ellipse wat 4 is, sal ek letterlik miskien 'n 2 gee. Okay, goed. So dit is maar net dat jy kan sien min of meer hoe waarna gaan kyk en hoe om reg te wees vir jou vraestel. Okay. Alright, next one. Alright, we're doing the geometric construction. Alright, and the interesting thing is this video is already 22 minutes into the video. So, and yes, I did stop the video when I put a new paper in and things, but it doesn't take long. It's like 1 or 2 seconds. Alright, so, I mean, and I'm explaining the work as I go along as well, and I mark myself. So, that is kind of interesting. Okay, but, okay, granted, I didn't do the freehand drawing completely. Alright, first things first, it says, okay, let me just get this set square out. Okay, it says there, they give you the figure A, that, and starting point S. Alright, so I know that's S, that's where I start. Okay, then, kopieer die gegewe figuur volgens skaal 2 tot 1. This time you're multiplying everything with 2. Toon al die konstruksies waarvan toepassing. Okay, so we're going to do all that now. Okay, first things first, center line. Let's get going. I'm going to do it lightly. Okay, because it's not really part of the actual drawing, it's just kind of to see. Alright, so first things I'm going to do, multiply everything, and I'm going to fix it on my question paper. Okay, nadat ek my afmetings alles gaan verander het, nou gaan ek begin. So I'm going to start with this circle that I have here. Radius of 40, so I'm taking my compass, radius 40. Okay. And I'm going to do it lightly first, okay? So I can erase it if needed and where I need it. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that is 40. And now I'm going to do the top one. All right, between the top and S is going to be 100. So I'm measuring 100 quickly. All right, and then I'm going to do the radius of 10 and 24. So 10 and 24. Well, first I'm going to do 10 because it can match up with the circle that I just drew. That's very small. I hate small circles. Okay. Alright, okay. Now to connect them, what I'm doing is taking my ruler, trying to keep it wherever I touch the circle, and I put my pencil there just to keep my ruler on the right place. And there we go. I see, okay, it's going to touch there. And all I do is I draw a little line now. Okay, to connect them. Now I can erase that part. Let me just get my small eraser. There we go. That's it. All right, and you do the same on the other side. So, ruler, wherever it will touch. Okay, the furthest part of a circle, and the same on the other side. And I'm just drawing it. Okay, and now erase. Okay, I'm going to mark this one as well to show you what I would look for. Okay. All right, so just to score some points for myself, I'm going to make this a bit darker. Oof, that's very dark. It's fine. Let's do this. That's what I want. And then I want my circle darker as well. I hate doing my circles twice. All right, because it's never exactly on the right spot. So it's a big gamble to do it like this, especially in a pencil. Okay, but I think I got it now. Okay, just to make it darker. There we go. Okay, that's too dark, but it's actually perfect for the video. All right, now I should do that top one as well. For the sake of time, I don't really want to. Okay. Okay, there we go. Sorted. Kind of, I think. Yes. Okay, now let's do the bigger one. All right. It's 23 radius, so let's get 24, my bad. 24, 2, 4. There we go. Okay. Okay. I don't know where it's going to go. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to try and draw the next one. Yo, guys, this is tricky. I'm going to act as if this is basically a circle. Okay, so the radius is 50. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, center point. And I'm doing this lightly because there's going to be a lot of space that I need to erase. Right, okay, so now I can actually just try and connect this line with the next one. I've never drawn these tests before, so I'm trying to figure them out as I go along, just to be fair to you guys. Okay. Alright, so if there's mistakes, my bad. Okay, I'm just going to erase this, because now I have it. I don't know where to stop. Okay, so next thing, I'm going to draw tangent lines, but first I need to get these two circles on the outside. So luckily, I have the measurements, otherwise I would have a big problem on my hands. So I'm measuring, oopsie, that should not be happening. And 20. Okay. Alright. Just want to extend my center line. There we go. Okay. So, that is very big. Anyway, that's actually good. We want big. Alright. Now from the center line down, it's 80. So, okay. Now I'm going to draw light construction lines, so I know where to go. Okay. Need to go even further. Sure. Okay. Ek gaan gou net hierdie konstruksielyne teken. Die rede hoekom ek hierdie doen is want ek wil die middelpunte van daai sirkels kry. Okay. En nou het ek dit. Want hulle sê vir my, dis 80 mm af en is 100 aan elke kant. So, there we go. Daar het ek dit. Dis my senterpunte van my circles. Okay, now I'm going to draw the circles. Let's do that, okay? Okay, first one is diameter of 60, meaning radius 30. Compass. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Again, light circle first. It's a lot of circles that we need to do. With the exam, I suspect you won't have to do like, I don't know, so many circles because it's not just the main focus. There's so many that you need to do. Well, so many topics that you need to cover. I don't think you're going to stick with one. I think they'll all ask everything in one drawing and then move on to mechanical drawing, everything in one, then move on to an isometric drawing and everything in one. Okay, that's what I suspect. I do not know, but the rule is basically you need to cover everything in an exam that you've practiced for the term. Oh, guys, why didn't you tell me I made a mistake? Hold up. Sien ek jou gesê gaan foute maak as ek nou gaan werk, want ek het ook nooit hierdie ding gedoen nie. En terwyl ek praat, dan probeer ek actually sin maak en dan maak ek so baie foute in die proses. Okay, maak my sirkels op die verkeerde lyne. Yes, sien. En niemand sê iets vir my nie. Okay, goed, daar is die een sirkel, and there's the other one. That's just what happens when I try to multitask. Nothing good. Nothing good happens. Okay, now we've practiced this at the beginning of the year. Tangential lines, raak bo. So remember, you need to get the center point from here to there, all right? And then once you have the center point, you can draw your tangential lines. And in this case, it is 40 radius, so compass on 40. Compass on 40. Well, okay, hold up. First things first. We are going to act, as if this is a circle, right? Now, remember, hierdie is buite die cirkel wat ek gaan wil teken. This is outside the circle that I want to draw. So I'm going to add 40 with my radius, which is 30. So I'm going to put 70. Guys, this is massive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yoch. Okay, wow. And in this case, 40 plus the big radius is 50. So it's 90. What? 70, 80, 90. My poor compass is overworking itself right now. Okay, sharp point at the center. Pencils there. Now, go back to your radius. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. There where they touch. There we go. Voila. Okay. Now, to the other side. Okay, again, 40 plus 30 is 70. I'm just going to start here because my brain doesn't want to do math anymore. 70. Okay. Sharp point, pencil, sharp point, same. Okay, so 50 plus 40 is 90. Hoekom plus ek? Want die sirkels is buite my sirkel wat ek wil teken, so dan plus jy die radius van hierdie ene, plus jy met die radius van hierdie ene om hierdie afstand te kry, hierdie ene plus jy met die radius van hierdie ene om daai afstand te kry. Okay, ek hoop dit maak sin. Ek meen, ons het dit geleer aan die begin van die jaar, so hoopelik kan jy dit toch onthou. Okay, goed, so is 40, radius 40, raakboog, tangent line. Okay, ooh, that is so ugly. But it's fine, we don't judge. This is very, very bad move. Guys, this is why I don't like to do circles over and over. Okay, anyway, whatever. This is it. Okay? So, I would lose marks for that catastrophe that I made there. Okay, now this is going like a loop on the inside. Okay, so next step, I'm going to do the insides, well, the bottom part. Radius 40 again. Same measurements. Okay, so I should have actually just done top and bottom at the same time to save time, but it's fine because, I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay, bottom part. This is going to be a pain. We can do it. So you take 30 diameter plus 40, 70 again. I'm just going to do both sides at the same time just to save time and my sanity. So let's do 7. Okay, 7 and 7. The other one was 90-ish. And then go back to 40. Yeah. Sharp point, pencil. Gosh, this is ugly. I don't like this drawing at all. Okay, and the same on this side. That's fine. Goed, ek gaan net probeer damage control doen. Hou vas. Okay, I kind of tried to do damage control. Let's just quickly fix this bottom part. Is going to bother me. Oops. Ish. Okay. So, it's a very tricky one, but it's fine. You can do it. Next step, I'm going to quickly do the hexagon and the square and the hexagon in here. So hexagon, sides 20. So center, circle. Okay, that's my circle. Baie lig die enetjie. Okay. And then I'm going to quickly do the sides. 20. Yeah, it is still 20. That's good. Okay. And then I'm going to do center lines first. Because I don't like doing it without a center line. I don't know. It's something that you learn. It feels weird to not do a center line. That's EGD for you. If you practice it enough, it becomes such a habit. If you don't do it right, you feel it in your bones. Okay. So, from this corner, up, going to be 20, and down 20. And from this corner down, and van hierdie hoek af, boontoe. There we go. Okay, goed, kom ons trek gou lyntjies. There we go. Okay. It feels weird and it looks weird because this one's bigger than this one, but that's fine. We just trust the process. Okay, welcome to EGD. Okay, 28 sides. So, 28, excuse. Circle. What? You see, that's a stupid mistake. Okay, so, I don't know why I did that anyway. Center lines. Center lines. So you can't be lazy with EGD. Otherwise, you take shortcuts and it's a mess. And then you make stupid mistakes and just dumb choices with your life like this. Okay. Thank goodness that's sorted. I'm just gonna cheat a little bit, guys. Because okay, sides are 28 now, and it's like a diamond. So all I'm doing is ek kyk waar as ek my 0 is. Tot waar moet ek gaan om 28 te kry? Easy peasy. Okay. En onthou jy gebruik eintlik maar hierdie driehoek. Want dit is basically vir 4 grade. I'm making such a mess right now, but it's fine. Whatever. I'm trying to make mistakes, especially so you can see. I'm doing this for you guys. Ooh. Okay. It's there. Okay, center lines quickly. Okay, wait, I'm not even going to do them because I want to show you hoe gewys wat gebeur. Okay, goed. Kyk na die pas. 7 punte vir die model. Okay, 7 marks for the model. The drawing. Okay. Veelhoeke, polygons, these and these. 5 marks. Done. Center lines. These insides. 8 marks, guys. And then neatness. Okay. Is for overall. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm gonna work with the neatness first, okay? If I look at my neatness, the lines are not the same measurement, the same darkness. This is way darker than here. There you can see the lines are not matching up. That's neatness. It's not flowing. Over there it's terrible. Then over here you can see there's overlapping of lines, and over here you can see it's unevenly joined. And over here you can see I went straight, and there I made a mistake. And of course over here, over there I match up my, we're not talking about those. These are very ugly, but it's fine. Okay, so those circles, that's what I would kind of penalize you for. And I mean, this looks bad. Like you want neatness, you want kind of nice drawings. It needs to be pretty. Okay, so for neatness, I would give it a 1 or 2. You know, it could definitely be worse. So, I mean, let's give it 2. Then center lines, 0. Because I didn't do any center lines. These light lines are not center lines, they're construction lines, firstly. And secondly, if you do center lines, the short, long, it should be darker than your construction lines. It should be B-type lines. So a good example is, let's say this is an A-type line. That is a B-type line. That is a construction line. Okay, so I would give myself 0. I mean, there's nothing. Okay, maybe there's a little bit here. So I would give 1 if I was nice. Okay, 2. Okay, then the polygons are not so good. Okay, depending on how if you look at the memo, let me show you the memo quickly. I mean, look here, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, a lot of 2s, a lot, and I mean, yeah. Okay, so and the center lines it should look like this. I mean, massive difference from how I drew it to how it should look. And also, ooh, this is tricky. This is very nasty. There's actually also a center line. That line is the center line, by the way. Okay, so even if you didn't do the here, or here, no center lines, bad marks. You know, this is fine. I would give you, that's fine. Then it looks bad, but anyway. 1, 2, no, that's terrible. 3, 4. Okay, I would give kind of 4 marks, more or less, for those. All right, this I would give a mark for, and mark, but the lines are very badly done. So, yeah, if I would mark this, and I'm being nice, I would give like a 50%. Because, yeah, it's not the best. It's also not the worst. All right, but guys, this is average. It shouldn't be looking like this. Right, like you saw, I rushed. Ek het verskriklik vinnig gewerk. En ook, ek het my lyne nie evenredig gemaak nie, ek het net deur dit gehardloop, en dit is die probleem. Okay, dis hoekom, and I mean guys, this video is done in 42 minutes, as of now. And I explained stuff, okay, yes, I didn't do the freehand completely, alright, but I rushed. So if you rush, more than enough time. If you want to hand in a crappy drawing like this, maar as jy actually 'n goeie punt wil hê, moet jy tyd spandeer aan hierdie goed, en dit moet netjies lyk. So, I hope you guys understand what's going on, and I hope it makes sense. Anyway, I'll see you guys in class. Bye!